Good afternoon and welcome back to where something did happen. 1975 quarterfinals. Game 5. 3 series left. Now there's 1 series left. Islanders stayed alive versus Pittsburgh. That series is 3-2 Pittsburgh. Told you to keep an eye on this series. Did you listen? Did you? Other series has Montreal winning Game 5 over Vancouver, thus eliminating the Canucks. And Buffalo eliminating Chicago in Game 5, beating Chicago in Pittsburgh and the Islanders are 2 of the lowest seeds left. Philadelphia is the 1 seed. They're in the semis. Montreal's a 2 seed. They're in the semis. Buffalo's in the 3 seed. They're in the semis. The only series left playing in the quarters is the Penguins and the Islanders, and the Penguins are the 6 seed, and the Islanders are the 8 seed. So which means Montreal versus Buffalo in 1 semifinal. Which means somebody's got to get Philadelphia. Which means the winner of Game 6 potentially gets the Flyers. But we'll see how that goes. Now, won't we? Won't we? We will. Now, women's soccer qualification for the Olympics. Mentioned Spain's already moving on. They actually lost to France in the final. No, France was already in the Olympics because they're hosting. Spain was already in the Olympics because they made it to the final. Spain's making their debut, and the women's soccer for Spain is making its debut this year. Believe it or not. And Germany beat the Netherlands in the Netherlands, making their 6th trip to the Olympics. Now, over in Asia, that's played their second game of the home and homer. Australia versus Uzbekistan. Australia won 3-0 the first game, and they blew out Uzbekistan 10-0. Needless to say, they're advancing. Australia is making their 5th trip to the Olympics. And then the other one, Japan 2, North Korea 1. Wouldn't it have been kind of hilarious that North Korea actually won? But Japan won, making their 6th trip to the Olympics. The women's soccer team is making their 6th trip overall since women's soccer started in 1996. Now I think there's just one left. So 11 teams out of 12. 11 teams out of 12 has a spot. Man, I think it's got 2 or 3. I forget how many's left there. But anyways. Do you think it's clue time? Because I say it's clue time. Because I just said so. Yesterday's Jeopardy category was terms of love and endearment for 600. Answer: bearing the name of the spiritual part of a person. This is your ideally suited one true love. Question: what is your soulmate? Don't ask me how I can figure that out, because, well, my brain blanked. And we're finishing off the Jeopardy round with terms of love and endearment for 1,000. From the Middle English for faint, it means to faint from feelings of love. Don't be passing out on me. I have absolutely no idea. I really don't have any idea, because they lead the complications. That's what Johnny Fever said in WKRP in Cincinnati. And anything that Johnny Fever says is true, right? 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 Well, yes. I think it is. But then then again, what the hell do I know? So one of my coworkers has a birthday tomorrow. Born on February 29th, 1984. So that makes him 10 years old. No, I should make him 40, but 4 years of actual time. But seeing as though his birthday comes once every 4 years, it makes. Ooh, that would be. How would you choose your birthday when it's not a leap year? Seriously, that would be a quandary. Like, I have absolutely no. I would know what to do. I go March 1st, probably. I mean, I wasn't born on February 29th, so. Then again, I was born in 1974, then there was no leap year that year, so therefore, that's one thing I didn't have to worry about. Basically, leap years once every 4 years, unless it's a century. Like 2100, 2200, then I skip it, which was interesting. Unless it's a century that's divisible by 400, then they add it. So like 2000, they add it, and 2100 won't have it, 2200 won't have it, 2300. So next time a century will have it will be 2400 because it's divisible by 400 6 times. It's so yeah, it's confusing, but it is. So I think that's all I'm going to say that for now. So in the meantime and in between time, stay tuned for the next one.